co-host. Because anything, the way the world works is anything that I say against that movement, it's just because I'm white and racist. It's just
you got to call a spade a spade.
So, so I said, great. So, and I know that Two-Step's opinion and Ron's is opposite. I'm really in the middle of the two. And so I thought, well, I can't, I mean, I guess you can call him racist, but,
Yeah. Oh, damn. Come on now.
So
we got a lot of stories based off of dealing with the same type of issues. I grew up mixed race. I mean, I'm still mixed race. Yeah. But determining who you can hang out with based off of growing up in Texas it was an obstacle. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I didn't have an advantage. I mean, I did. I had a hell of an advantage, and I capitalized on that advantage. I'm really good with people. I mean, I work on talking to people every damn day. So my whole point is to make people understand my story and try to grow from it and then learn from my mistakes, that kind of stuff.
Moved to Texas, and I moved in with my aunt because my uncle just died and she didn't have any kids. And I used to spend some of my summers there on their ranch and stuff. And it was a total culture shock. One, going from Chicago to rural Texas, and for two, they were pretty wealthy. So I that was all different, but we didn't have a lot of. It was pretty much white cowboys at my school. We had a couple. I mean, they were Hispanic and maybe 1 or 2% Hispanic, and then we had about 5 black guys that were really good at football. So you could tell that they got moved across the railroad tracks to play football, and actually 3 of those 5 ended up in the NFL. So shout out to Derek Lagway, shout out to Walter, all you guys, man. But it never even occurred to me. Like, I grew up with so many like different cultures and races around me. It was pretty mixed. I was there, and I told my aunt, I said, hey, I got to be really good friends with this kid Dexter that I played football with, and we were both going out for the basketball team. I said, football just ended. I said, hey, come over to the house, man. I got a new hoop, man, and so I told my aunt, hey, tomorrow Dexter's going to come over. Can he just, ride with us back from school? And she's like, well, tell me about it. And I said, and so she basically said, well, I'll take you guys but she found out he was black. He said, she'll say, I'll take you guys to the park so you guys can play there. And I was like, what? Huh? Like, it did just totally, like, it blew my mind, man. And it wasn't that she was racist. She was just afraid of what the neighbors would say. That's all it was about what the neighbors would say, because there just wasn't.
Yeah, I can imagine at that time she had to be politically correct,
Oh,
yeah, and actually, Two-Step, you've met her, right?
Yeah, she's real poised. I met her. She's I didn't perceive her as being racist.
No, I mean she's close to 80.
Yeah. But the eyes tell you a lot about a person's soul. Whether they're 12 or whether they're 100.
Yeah.
And I believe in being politically correct in all fashions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because coming from my environments, coming through the things that I've been through, I'm not even going to begin to speak of them. I don't even think they have enough time. But I'll say the experience of racism and bias I think there's no base to it. I think that's giving everybody that has insecurities a security. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's more to be said, because it's a vehement topic. It's emotion within it. Because people that haven't been scarred by that, and people that have been scarred due to racism, they hold 2 different planes. Like me, I haven't been scarred by racism. You know what I'm saying? But I've come through the muck. I've been through the mud.
Right.
So I can see both planes. You know what I'm saying? And then I can't see how both sides can relate. You know what I'm saying? If I take it as 2 different gangs. If 2 different gangs can relate, I believe a racist and a non-racist can relate to some point of fashion. Just because your pigmentation might be have more melanin than the other. I don't think it holds any difference in character, though. You know what I'm saying? In honor,
Yeah.
you know.